Hey, good evening, guys. This is Jeff Pierce from ZenTrader.ca, and I'm going to be discussing the commodities markets, natural gas, and the general indexes tonight. I want to start with a market that I don't normally cover, the natural gas index, XNG. Here you have a daily, and it's looking to be at a pretty pivotal point where it's going to bounce here because this does appear to be some significant support. You've got the RSI that has gone below 30, which generally is a very bearish signal. But if it just goes under, see the difference between say here and here is that it went under 30 and it was in very convincing fashion. So generally this leads to a lot more selling, whereas just a peak under 30, it's tepid. And you actually do have a little bit of positive divergence here. You can't really see it too much. You might have to expand your screen as the RSI is not making new lows as the index is. And plus, this is a falling bullish wedge. This is just an area where I would expect this to turn up. So keep an eye on that. Now, if it doesn't, if it breaks through here, then this is a market that could really start to see some significant accelerated selling. Copper, this is a chart if you guys have been to my site, I put on here a lot, and how this, for these periods of months, I had noted it as some resistance, and we really have broken down from this rising bearish wedge, and this doesn't bode well for the general indexes. The CRX, what can you say? I mean, this is almost too obvious, which makes me think that this head and shoulder pattern may not play out, but if anything, I think we have a little bit more to fall here. I think the pattern will play out to here, and then at this point it's going to be whether or not it breaks down or negates this what appears to be a pretty bearish pattern. The transports are kind of in a downsloping channel right now, which is encapsulated in a larger just horizontal channel. I mean, it really hasn't done a whole lot for this entire year so far. The first 4 months basically is flatlining. You know, we opened here and at about 51.50, and we're about 52.30, and so there are some key things to watch here. Is it going to get rejected at this top trend line? So you know, I think it will, but if it is able to break through, that would be a sign of strength. But then you've got this resistance to deal with. So not a whole lot going on in here until we kind of can break out above 53. Looks to be about 53.75, or below 5100 on any significant. This would be more or less used to confirm, I would say, the move that we're seeing, the pullback that we're seeing in the general markets, which let's go to right now. The NASDAQ daily chart, today I noticed it looks like it could form a head and shoulders top here. So, you know, the 2900 level looks to be, it looks to be that it's going to be the neckline. And that also, you know, this is going to take place over the next 4 to 6 weeks, and it's going to give a chance for this lower trend line of this larger channel, which has some very significant points here. It's very well defined. It's going to prove that there's going to be a confluence of support here that's going to stabilize this pullback, or it's going to define, and basically we're going to know if this is the start of something really serious, in my opinion. We've already gone down and basically touched the 40 level on the RSI, and we've pulled, you know, we rallied a little bit, but then it was basically rejected right away. So I expect this to at least go down to this 30 line now, and really test this 30 line, and this, again, this may happen over the next 3 to 6 weeks or say, or you know, depending on how fast we accelerate, could be sooner. So, but everything looks really bearish from my perspective.